come in? Good morning. Hi, Stripe. Hi, Morris. He goes, I still am thinking about it. Yeah, this is as far as I get. It's nice and cool out there. Okay, bud. Okay. You be a good boy. I gotta shut the door now. I don't want to shut your head in the door. Good boy. And there's Tux. Yeah, this morning mosquitoes weren't an issue with holding the door open, but you know, with the inside kitties and stuff. If I shut the door behind him, if somehow I got him into the house, I can just tell that he would be very distraught. So it's good to have nice little happy experiences at the door and then encourage him to go back out so that, you know, we can try again another day. It's been improving. I'd like for Morris to be able to come in, but unless there's inclement weather, it's not critical. So my trust with him, and I just loved all up on him over there, is more important than, you know, being able to say, oh, I got him in the house and shut the door. Yeah, well, maybe sometime in the next year, who knows? And if not, that's okay too. Whatever's better for him. We're doing so much better than we were. Good morning, Panther. Every morning you prance back and forth and greet me at the door. I'm very pleased. Whoa. Hello. There you go, bud. There you go. Cats are starting to come up with, they're not thorns, these little round balls that stick in their fur. Well, it's in there. I shouldn't have put it over the rail. I should have went and thrown it away. Don't want to spread that. It was only one seed. Next time. I guess I'm doing okay after giving blood, but I'm glad we're just walking around South Park this morning instead of doing the full trail with the weight vest and everything, because I'm up for a walk, but not intense. And it's not been 24 hours, so I'm going to cut myself a little slack. But I'm getting through my routine okay. Just a little hot this morning after drinking my cup of coffee. Good morning, Gray. Hi, hi. How are you? I know it fell on your bed. I'm sorry. There you go. Out of the way. That's the one I put in my lap when you come over and love on me, protect me. It's okay. The bag just fell on the floor. What's got you startled this morning? Here's your food. I was in at midnight and everything was fine. Hold down the fort, Mr. Man. I just rescued him from the woods, from Stripe. They were having a standoff. So we did not hear anything about Jules overnight. And I reminded Dawn, hey, we need to, oh God, my door opens. I just love that.
Yeah.
Well, with Jules coming off a warranty.
Yeah.
The reason why we switched to driving Jules around town more so a little bit was because of the warranty thing and Ruby having so many miles, but
I just took Jules's thumb drive and put in Ruby and formatted it, and the dash cam is working. So like I said,
when they come back and try to say it's the thumb drive, we'll call foul.
Yeah, well, I took Ruby's thumb drive out, which has been working, and I put it in Jules. That's one of the diagnostic techniques I use, is took Ruby's thumb drive, which was working, and put in there. I just did that 2 months ago when I opened the ticket versus yesterday. And I was saying, oh, well, when I dropped it off at Tesla, I said it'd probably be good if they actually had something that absolutely knows that works. So I took Ruby's out again and put it in Jules. But then I had grabbed Jules's and took it in the house and put it on the counter. And then this morning I saw it and brought it out and put it in Ruby.
So I have a working dash cam.
So you have a working
besides the one up on the glass.
Besides the DD Pi.
That sun's feeling strong today.
Oh, yeah.
It's a nice breeze and it's still cool though.
Yeah, it is nice. Remember, you got 24 hours, not continuous.
Yeah, I guess I won't do the scissor walk since I'm feeling pretty good, and that might push me over the not feeling so good.
You got a lot on your plate for the day.
Yeah. You go, Donnie, go! Look at how he turns from one side to the other. That balance, that coordination there. I can't do that. I have to literally like basically stop and turn. And then I haven't been turning because of my one knee. One way doesn't hurt, the other way does, so. You don't realize it, but there's actually just a slight amount of elevation, 5 degrees maybe, coming down that sidewalk. So in my post-blood donation state, I'm feeling it. I want trash to be everybody's problem.
Yeah, litter.
The town guy walked the entire thing and he was spraying weed eat around the bushes on the outside of the fence.
Yeah.
And he left 3 bags, 3 bottles, and a can.
Yeah.
Just, you know, walked right past them.
Yeah.
That's the trash guy's problem. We've heard that before.
Yes, ma'am.
And the poor trash guy picks up the trash at all the parks and cleans all the bathrooms. Yes, you hold down the fort. I'll be back. Meow. I told Dawn I needed help. I'm just not up to carrying 10 things out to the car.
Let me get the door for you.
Please get the door for me. I was supposed to be gone 2 minutes ago. Dawn's such an excellent helper. Have fun.
Yeah, we'll do.
All right.
Work in the garage a little bit.
All right, I'm going to enjoy the air conditioning blowing on me at max.
Do that, sweetheart.
Bye. There's a Model Y 2 cars ahead of me, and there's a Model Y behind me. Can't be Dawn because Jules is up at Tesla. Thank goodness the dump truck turned off. Now maybe we can get somewhere. Wow. I am so glad that Model Y driver got right over here because she was not paying attention and tailgating really bad. I could see her very clearly in my side mirror. Yeah. Like I said, no way she was using FSD because the cabin camera wouldn't have tolerated those shenanigans. Totally not paying attention and irritated and just willing to be way too close. And it wasn't just me, it's the other car. We were not intentionally holding her back. There was a no passing zone the whole length of that back road over there, and the person in front of me was doing the speed they were doing. I couldn't go around them. So there's an X back there just pulled up. That makes 9 Teslas since I left the house just on the back road. She's just made the right turn. I guess it was a performance Y. It had Jules's wheels and red caliper. She was cute. Young and cute. Well, I guess this is the day for drivers behaving badly. This guy carrying 3 pieces of patio furniture and one of those reading, you know, work trucks with all of the toolbox things back there. It was dark though. They're usually white, but it was dark. He put on his turn signaling, went to get into the lane next to him. This SUV right here was in that lane and he almost hit them. I mean, I'm sure it was because he couldn't see. And then finally that driver realized that this guy was about to hit him and went a little left in their lane. And then, you know, justifiably sort of slowed up, tried to stay out of his way. And I guess the driver with the furniture that almost hit them thought he was in the right so much that he stuck his finger out the window at them. And then I was behind this incident, so I slowed up and flashed my lights and made space for him to get over, because I'm assuming he had some emergency reason to get to the left lane, like I need to turn now. It was an out-of-state plate, so maybe he doesn't know where he is. Okay, let's let him get over. That's a new Model 3 with the new rear taillights. And Anyway, he wasn't paying attention, so even though I was waiting to let him over, he wasn't getting over. Finally, he got over, and he just wanted to get over because he didn't want to be behind the semi in front of them, even though he's carrying furniture, which I didn't see any tie-down straps, so it's probably a hazard of flying out the back of his pickup truck. I don't know, maybe there were straps. I didn't see straps. They weren't bright colors if they were. Anyway, and then he goes down the highway, blocking the left-hand lane. Maybe I shouldn't shop on Tuesdays. I'll calm down now, but really, people, just behave a little better out here. It would be so much better. On a very positive note, Ruby, on the back road, one of the things we had to deal with was a farm tractor, and I took Ruby out of FSD because there was somebody coming in the other direction, and I wasn't sure what she was going to do to go around it. But she put on her turn signal and knew that it was okay to pass that farm vehicle, which I thought was way cool. I don't know how it would have ended up because, like I said, I pulled her out of FSD right about the time she put on the turn signal. And I am really moving the wheel right now with my hand, and she's still beeping at me. It's so frustrating. Maybe that one was for the construction zone, because you know that the cars have been known to beep in the construction zones. I don't know if that's still a behavior or not, but I'm thinking the last 2 or 3 weeks when I've been over here, she's beeped in that area every time. So I think, at least for Ruby, that's still a thing. Okay, come on, girl. We can have a little more fun on this ramp. And just saying, Ruby is showing me that she sees these cones over here. Yeah. The nagging today is really annoying me. But she's showing them to me, so that's good. I'm here in the nick of time. I'm going to tell her to do my knee and my back. The knee's not horrible, but it moves the wrong way sometimes, and that doesn't feel good, and then that inflames it, and gotta keep me walking. We've treated the inflammation for another week to keep me going on all the things I want to be doing. That would be shopping, Legos, yard work, taking care of kitties, and cooking good food for me and Dawn. Well, the parking lot is slammed with Hertz cars today. Absolutely slammed. My spot is gone, and pretty much are most of the spots. I did notice that the construction container has been removed down at the back of the Food Lion parking lot where I like to park, but they did not blow, sweep, remove all of the debris where the container was, at least not yet. So let me go look over there. Yeah, these are all Hertz cars. It's really not fair when they take up more than their fair share of the parking lot. But it is what it is. I'm sure it's very hard to manage exactly, you know, how many cars, peaks and valleys of usage and rentals and stuff. I don't see any Teslas over here today. Did I miss one? I saw some Bolts. I saw an EV6. Well, that could be. It's not where it's supposed to be, but it probably is. That Model 3. See if it has an out-of-state plate. That's kind of a giveaway over here. Nope, it has North Carolina plate. Yeah, see what I mean? I suppose, I don't know, I'm worried about nails and stuff. I mean, it's mostly leaves, but they haven't even picked up the trash. So, I'm worried about picking up something in my tire. I worry about ants, and for good reason. But, I'll watch where I'm going and risk it, I guess. because, you know, I could be on the asphalt and get bit and walk through grass and be fine. I do have on Crocs and no socks today, though, so my feet are a little more exposed than normal. And something bit me out in the yard Saturday or Sunday. 3 bites on my neck, and they really itch. It's probably some sort of an ant. It's not a fire ant, though. There's no pustule, but it would bother me in the middle of the night the last 2 nights. To put it in perspective, that's how bad they itch. Someone has dropped off their owl collection and their little wooden houses collection. I'll have to study these and make sure that I'm able to leave them all behind. How cute. It's a Frozen princess helmet for your bike, complete with tiara. But hey, if it got your kid to put it on and keep it on, it's kind of cute, I thought. June is right around the corner. Add this to the list of things as a photographer. I'd like to take it home, take some pictures, and bring it back. I see 2 bolts and a bolts with a B and an EV6. I did drop something off at the donation. 2 or 3 little things here and there is kind of the way I do it, except on closet swapping day in the spring and the fall, and then there can be more. I went to go into Whole Foods and I wanted to put Climate Keep on 80, and it says Climate Keeper unavailable due to system fault. I'm sitting at 188 miles, so it's not the range. The air coming out of the vents has been plenty cool today. So, I don't know. We'll go with it's a one-time thing until it's not. And I did have Climate Keep on at 80 while I was in Guardian Angel and Food Lion. So, it worked one time today. But we are starting to tax the air conditioning system with, you know, a little heat, a little solar gain, a little summer. Not bad today. But I'm sure the car could get up to 100 degrees in the sun easy inside, and she was in the sun over at Food Line. Normally I would be happy to see a Tesla parked next to me, but today it's going to make loading my groceries in the rear really hard, so not so much. I'm used to using the curb. I need to get to the back of my car with the cart. So no, today not so great. Update, Tesla has started looking at Jules, and I let Don know that the tech had a couple questions for him and he was answering last I knew. The Y owner came back to the car right as I was bringing the cart back, and we smiled, I smiled. And she sat in her car for a bit, looking at her phone while I sat in my car for a bit, eating my snack. I'm not used to having somebody so close while I'm eating there, but it was okay. And let's see, what else? Oh, so the road over here is going to be closed 5/31 through 6/2, I think it says. Obvious reasons why they finished rerouting and doing some stuff over here. I get that. This is still, according to some of the construction NCDOT websites, supposed to open July-ish. I'm going to go with, you know, over at Wake Tech, it pretty much looks like it's done. But, you know, it's still a month away over here, and they're going to close the road for a few days and probably knock some stuff out. So, I'm thinking it's possible. Forget exactly how far it is from Holly Springs to 4042, but maybe 15 miles, certainly over 10. And this week, NCDOT announced that they did the groundbreaking ceremony from the continuation of the turnpike from basically 4042, where this new section ends, and Nightdale. So that will complete the whole 540 loop. And the comments on that Facebook post of people were so miserable. There was not one positive thing to say. And yeah, we need potholes fixed, not turnpikes. And it's going to be a toll road, which I do sort of get the point about that, when parts of it aren't and parts of it are, and all the new parts are the ones we are in. But anyway, I don't know. It was just kind of hard to take. And I had put a comment out there that the map they put up showed the section that's almost done in the article incorrectly marked for the new part announcement. And yeah, a couple people commented on my comment. There's a nice new red X, had all the black markings, no chrome, that you know, they would just lost sight of the point that I was making about the map being not, you know, labeled correctly or promoted. They just used two different colors for this section here and the new section they just broke ground on. It was a perfectly good map. And that's basically what I said. But a couple people proceeded to tell me, you know, very negative things underneath my comment. And it's like, my comment had nothing to do about whether the road was a good idea, how frustrating waiting in construction is, or any of that. It was just, it's a little confusing to people that aren't from the area which part is the groundbreaking part. So anyway, that'll teach me to make a comment on social media, right? But yeah, it is what it is. So I don't know if we'll be picking up Jules or not. Yeah, I don't know. Even if she's ready and she's not ready here in the next little bit, I might ask Dawn to go tomorrow morning instead, because I've got shrimp and scallops and little neck clams for dinner and was going to cook that for us, and that'll take a little bit of time. And tomorrow I don't have any appointments or have to be anywhere, so that would be maybe potentially, if we went after our walk tomorrow morning, that would probably be good. We'll see. I'll negotiate.
You know, I've been using this new garage door opener since basically November last year. JB helped me install it, if you remember. I haven't really done much with it, but it's just been working. I had a couple times I had to lubricate the stuff, but it's been flawless here now for the last several months. But one thing I don't like, it's really slow relative to the Wayne Dalton. This one opens slower. In other words, it takes 10 seconds or more to get open. So I'm worried about backing into it, because I'm kind of the anxious type. You know, I'm antsy and wanting to get out. So I've come up with a clever idea. I have off of Amazon bought, for lack of a better way to say it, a traffic signal. I'm trying to get it out of the bag. There it goes. A little bash in there. This thing. It's red and green. It runs off of 12 to 24 volts of DC, I think. So I'm going to hook it up. I'm actually going to put it on the end of this light hanging down, which is far enough away that I can see it from sitting in the driver's seat. And the green light will turn on whenever the door is open completely. And it'll be red anytime the door is in operation or movement. Anyway, I don't have everything. I've got it all in order, but I've got to mount this. So I'm going to do that today. And the relay and something else is coming in. A limit switch that I need. And I'll mount that up there when they come in. But this is like part A. When I ordered it from Amazon, they had several models. They had 3 colors, you know, red, yellow, and green. And then they had the 2 colors and such. They also said that it flashes and it also makes a noise. It has an annunciator. Well, I said, well, you know, that's kind of nice, but, you know, I didn't see any paperwork. So I took it apart. And I got to say, there's a lot of circuitry there for, you know, just an LED. I did hook it up to the power supply, and it doesn't, the intensity doesn't vary much between 12 and 24 volts. So it's about as bright. It doesn't change the intensity. So I guess this is a little buck boost power supply here in there. And this part right here with the circle and the 2 dots, that's where I think the annunciator went. in the more expensive model. So I've got the less expensive model, but I still find it a little surprising there's that much circuitry in this thing. I mean, you would have thought a couple LEDs. So we'll find out here. Like I said, I'm going to hook it up. Well, like I said, I thought it was a little surprising. And the description did say it, you know, flashed. And sure enough, there's a little bitty tiny switch. Here, let me kill the flashing. There's a little tiny switch right there. And you just slide it in one way or the other. And it was shipped, the default, I guess, is steady light. So I've got the red one flashing and the green one is going to be on solid. So I'm going to, while the red one is on, it's going to blink. And then whenever it's safe to move the car, the green one's going to blink. The green one's going to be on solid. And it's a nice bright little light. Anyway, so far so good. There's the signal mounted, and I've ran the wire. I have troughs, little cable troughs on the way to cover up the wire, and all I've done right now is just hung the wire up there because, like I said, I've got a relay and a couple things, limit switch on the way. They'll be here sometime this week, and I'll finish up. This is just the easy part, you know, just running a wire. It was very straightforward. I had already, sitting in the car, was able to easily see that into that light right there. I don't have to look up. It's not like some traffic lights are hard to see, you know, when you're sitting at an intersection. This is very easy within the eye. So the red thing flashing will probably be the more noticeable than the green on solid. Well, I've spliced into the light circuit. These are no-name barrier strips or whatever, and I looped them together, the white wire and the blue wire. And this is going to go to a 120 volt AC to 12 volt DC power supply, a little bitty tiny thing I've got that I'm going to mount right there, so that whenever the light turns on, it's going to get 12 volts. The power supply will be turned on with the light. It'll make 12 volts that will turn on the red light. I'm also going to have a relay so that the red light doesn't stay on unless the motor runs. So I'm going to tap into the motor wires also, and when the motor runs, then the relay is going to pick 12 volt relay, and it will turn on the red light. Anyway, I think I got it worked out pretty well. I just waiting for the relay. I've already got the little power supply, and just waiting for that stuff to get here so I can finish hooking it up.
Aw, Dawn did take down Grogu and Yoda and Darth Vader at my request and put up Uncle Sam. I said today or tomorrow. That sure was sweet of him. I'll go get an appropriate mini flag and swap out Star Wars. And until next year. The Rayusen Weeping Maple is shady in the morning, sunny now, and then it moves back into the shade. It's looking plenty happy there. One of the reasons that spot is not 100% ideal is the holly trees overhead. They drop those really sharp needles down in that spot, well, in a lot of spots in the yard, and I love them, but they can kind of scrape up the foliage of some of the other plants, like that Sasanqua camellia that's down in the front yard. Anyway, I hope it'll do good there, and it's got plenty of good dirt in that pot. So Marty didn't want to move, so I came to coax you a bit. Hi, buddy. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. How could I be mad at that? It's a good boy. It's a good boy. I'm not mad at the Marty. I do wish she'd move out of Ruby's way, though. Scared to death of the delivery trucks. but not of Ruby or Jules. Yeah, Don didn't know when he put on his USA shirt today that it was Uncle Sam Day.
Oh, is that what it is?
Well, it's not official. You know, it was put up Uncle Sam Day, or start getting ready for red, white, and blue for Memorial Day and 4th of July. Show our patriotism and yeah, it was just a good coordination on your part.
Yep.
So Don's pulled Ruby into the garage for me after helping me in the house with all the groceries. And I came out here to try Climate Keep. And it says that I can turn it on no problem. So I'll have to monitor it. Some of you that watch all the time might remember last year I had one time where Climate seemed to fail. One time over the entire summer, and I use it all the time when I'm out in the car. So anyway, it looks like I can do Climate Keep, that it was a momentary issue. So unless it repeats, I'm just going to forget about it. Well, it's hot over here on the asphalt. I left Stripe in the cool garage with Dawn. Hi, Morris. Hi. Hello, bud. Gonna sit down here and offer whoever wants a scratch, but I'm going closer to the house and away from the asphalt so it's cooler. It's probably 80, 82 today. I'll have to look. I think Gray's happy to see me. And I've been in here for 15 minutes already and she's still going strong. Hey, sweetie pea. Hi. I am working on the roof before I cook dinner. Tesla couldn't recreate the problem, and we're gonna go pick Jules up in the morning after our walk, and someone that I don't want to disturb decided to sleep over there, so that's good. Hi. Well, from the front it looks done, although I'm going to change out these pieces to this single piece to match the slope line and get more of them. I'm out of blue slope. I didn't order any when I ordered other parts for this. It's not a big deal. I spend a few minutes figuring out what I need. It's a very common part. Not an expensive part, and I'll just order what I need, but that's as far as I can get tonight, which is okay. You get the gist though. It's going to be all blue here and here, and he didn't have the peak, but I like the peak across. I can't handle it being not a peak and being the dots. I don't like it. I like the straight angle. You can sort of see how he had it here. There's nothing wrong with it, it's just not what I like. Exercising the cats too. Stripes there. Here's Marty and Morris. If Tux just springs up somewhere, we'll know.
Whole posse.
Yep. I wouldn't want to walk out here any darker. Gets to be where the copperheads come out on the asphalt at night for warmth. That doesn't inspire me. So.
I don't like that. But she kind of gives you that.
So, the very special tree I ordered for the new...
Special tree?
Yeah, for Mr. Maple for your garden is arriving tomorrow via FedEx. So no pressure to get the dirt. Hi.
I'm going to go back to work so I get paid to work. This working for free is too much work.
You'll be safe once it turns to hotter weather.
Promise.
No.